The Steelers' defense had one of their best performances of the season in the win over the Indianapolis Colts with 6 sacks and 5 takeaways, and one of the key components was linebacker Alex Highsmith. That is why Highsmith was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for Week 9. Highsmith was responsible for 2 sacks of Colts quarterback Daniel Jones, one of them a strip sack that rookie Derek Harmon recovered. He finished the game with 4 tackles, 3 of them solo stops, 2 sacks for a loss of 17 yards, 3 tackles for a loss, a forced fumble, and a pass defensed. The defense also held the NFL's best running back, Jonathan Taylor, to just 45 yards on 14 carries. "We came out and we did what we know we can do this week," said linebacker Alex Highsmith. "We came out and we obviously stopped the run. That's where it starts. And then our culture came alive. We had 5 turnovers. When we do that, we're an amazing defense. We've got to put more performances like that together. I'm confident we'll continue to stack this and play like this every week from here on out. We've got to continue to play like that." In addition to the sacks, the defense was also able to bat down a few of Jones' passes, including one by Highsmith, one of the things they said they needed to focus on in the week leading up to the game. "We knew if we stopped their run in 2nd and long, they would try to get back on schedule with rhythm passing, quick game," said Highsmith. "I think we did a good job getting the hands up. One of them led to a pick. I think we did a good job of just recognizing when they were in those quick game formations and then executing, getting tipped balls, relating to guys in those zones. So, I think we executed that plan." This is the 3rd time Highsmith has won AFC Defensive Player of the Week honors. He also won the award in Week 2 of the 2023 season in a win over the Cleveland Browns when he had a pick 6 and a strip sack. Highsmith also won the award in Week 11 of the 2022 season against the New Orleans Saints. The Pittsburgh Steelers became known as a team with diva wide receivers. Players such as Antonio Brown, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and other wideouts complained during their Pittsburgh tenures either about too few of opportunities, money, or both. But that's not DK Metcalf this season. When asked about the lack of targets he's received during his first campaign with the Steelers, Metcalf made it clear his priority is one thing: winning. "Y'all may get frustrated with that expletive," Metcalf told reporters Wednesday. "We don't. We just trying to win." Through 8 games, Metcalf has received 47 targets this season. That's an average of 5.875 per game. Last season with the Seattle Seahawks, Metcalf posted 7.2 targets per contest. In 2023, which was the last year Metcalf made the Pro Bowl, he had about 7.4 targets per game. Behind the reduction in targets, the 27-year-old has fewer receptions and receiving yards per game this season as well. Why DK Metcalf has received fewer targets per game with Steelers? It's a little surprising that Metcalf has seen such a drastic decline in targets. He's, by far, the most dangerous pass catcher on the Steelers roster. Playing opposite Calvin Austin III and Roman Wilson, pundits expected Metcalf to see a ton of opportunities in 2025. However, quarterback Aaron Rodgers targets tight ends nearly 10 times per game. Plus, the Steelers just don't throw that often or run very many plays. Entering Week 10, Pittsburgh's offense is ranked 24th in total pass attempts. Furthermore, the Steelers are 31st in total offensive plays. That doesn't give the Steelers a lot of opportunity to target their most dangerous pass catcher. Fortunately, Metcalf has been efficient. Metcalf is averaging 16.1 yards per reception, which is the 2nd-best mark of his 7-year NFL career. He's also already scored 5 touchdowns, which matches his total from 2024. Metcalf has more than twice as many receiving yards than any other Steelers pass catcher after Week 9. He also has 13 more targets and 9 more receptions. So while he's not getting a lot of chances, it's still significantly more than anyone else catching passes in Pittsburgh this year. Metcalf putting team ahead of individual achievement. Steelers Depot's Ross McCorkle called Metcalf's answer to the question about his lack of targets a borderline programmed response. But after about a decade of me-first receivers, it's a breath of fresh air in Pittsburgh. Metcalf is clearly the top receiver with the Steelers. So if he has a team-first attitude, the other wideouts on the team will too. Metcalf also recognizes that his teammates work hard, and they want the ball more too in Pittsburgh's offense that, right now, just simply isn't running a lot of plays. Once you put in the work and the time during the offseason and even during the week, training camp, you gotta respect the guys who are getting targets, Metcalf said. From the moment that I've gotten here, everybody's worked their butts off. So, everybody rightfully deserves a shot at the ball. At his current pace, Metcalf is on track to register 62 catches, 992 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns. Last season, Metcalf also had 992 yards in 15 games. His previous career high in touchdowns is 12 from the 2021 season. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns have been linked to a breakout star quarterback in 2026 NFL free agency. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox predicts Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones will be the top free agent on the market this offseason, and the Steelers and Browns will be potential suitors for the veteran signal caller. Just about any QB-needy team would be wise to make a run at Jones if he reaches the market, Knox wrote. Through 9 games, Jones has been one of the most prolific quarterbacks in the league. The 28-year-old has tossed 14 touchdowns to 6 interceptions with a 69.6% completion rate. Jones also leads the NFL in passing yards, 2,404, and has the Colts sitting at 7-2. The Steelers and Browns will likely be in the quarterback market this offseason. Aaron Rodgers could end up retiring after the season for Pittsburgh, while Cleveland currently doesn't have a long-term answer at the position on their roster. Jones would be a solid option for either squad, though he will come with a hefty price tag. Knox projects Jones will land a 4-year deal worth $200 million on the open market. Pittsburgh is expected to have around $43 million in cap space in 2026. On the other hand, Cleveland is slated to have negative $12 million in cap space, so that could be a major issue if the team decides to pursue Jones. Though Jones would be a prized free agent on the market, there's a chance he doesn't even hit the market. The Colts are looking to extend Jones before he hits the market in March, per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. It feels like the Steelers and Browns are always in the quarterback market, so we'll see if they decide to pursue Jones if he's a free agent in the spring.